What is going on, everybody? Yuki549. I'm here with my Blackwing deck profile with the new support. Now, deck profile coming up for duels. Because I have replays, but a bunch of them are error cards. So probably not having errors with the new cards. So yeah, but the deck does work. I've been fiddling around with it. So duels will come when I can. Hopefully, Piercy will update so I can maybe get stuff on there. Or maybe DN, or I might just try to get some live commentary. I might end up doing some live commentary to Pro. I've never done that before, so hopefully I will be able to do that. But I decided to go ahead and just do the deck profile first because the deck does work. So let's go and jumpstart into the deck profile. We'll explain things and all that stuff. So anyway, so for the monsters, we're playing 1 Sirocco, 3 Chris, 3 Shira, 3 Bora, 1 Zeph, 3 Kulu, 3 Gale, 1 Pinaka, and then 2 Blizzards. Now, you may notice in the monster lineup is lacking a couple of cards. First off, Odashi is gone. I took out Odashi for the Pinaka because Pinaka was just a better card. Don't get me wrong, Odashi is good, but I don't want to clog the deck full of tuners because that will just make a bunch of dead draws. Like, I don't want to draw a bunch of tuners. Like, sure, I love my tuners, I love my Gale, I love my Blizzard, I love Pinaka, but I don't want to draw a bunch of tuners. Like, I still need my regular monsters. So I took out Odashi for Pinaka, and Pinaka's been working out very good. It just such a great card to allow you to net you a free card. Dark Dragon is also gone because, frankly, I don't know why I kept playing Dark Dragon. Now, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but the problem with Dark Dragon is the fact that it requires exactly 3 Dark Monsters with different names. Now, if it was at multiples, then yeah, I would play it. But the problem is, for me, Dark Dragon just dead draws me so many times. And I don't feel it's warranted to play him for that one time he'll be useful and be live. That's just me personally. So I feel like Dark Dragon is irrelevant for the deck, and it's not really needed anymore. And especially even now, I don't feel like, even without the new support, I don't feel like Dark is relevant in the deck. Chris is so good. I've heard people say take out Bora for the Chris. I'm keeping the triple Bora, triple Chris in because I want that mass special summoning. I want that versatility, especially for things like Pinaka, which allow me to just Synchro summon like no tomorrow is really handy, really nice. So some really good stuff there. But Chris is such a good card, being 1900 attack and just having the ability to normal summon him or special summon him is just really actually pretty handy. It opens up a lot of plays. Of course, still playing the Triple Gale, because Triple Gale is just godsend, and the Kaluji, you want that honest, and then the Double Bora, I mean, not the Double Bora, the Double Blizzard for those Synchro summons, from the graveyard in a sense. So for the spells, we're playing 3 Whirlwind, Raigeki, and Double MC. That's all we're playing. I took up the duality, I ripped out the dualities, because I feel that the deck, as of now, with the OCG support, doesn't really need duality anymore. It doesn't need duality for, like, consistency. Because it just got more consistency. It really does. Because you don't really need that first turn Whirlwind now, because of the fact that you have multiple monsters that can special summon themselves. So that first turn Whirlwind isn't a must anymore, like it is right now with the deck, the way the deck is right now without this new support. So duality is not necessary, which is really nice. It frees up a lot more space for extra monsters as well as extra traps. So it's more of a monster formulated deck with good amount of traps. No Dark Hole, because I feel like Raigeki is just enough because you don't want to destroy your own monsters, and Raigeki just want to pop your opponent's monsters. So for the traps, we have Solemn Warning, Charge of Tribute, Bomb Shot Compulse, Triple Icarus, Double Deep Prison, 2 Phoenix Chains, 2 Delta Crow, and then a Black Sonic. Black Sonic, I feel, is definitely more viable now than it is right now. Because with the new supports, you're going to have a lot of Blackwings on the field. And that's going to be your main focus, going for more Blackwing plays. And you have more Blackwing-oriented Synchros you're going to go into. And eventually, your opponent's going to have to attack into a Blackwing monster. And that's where Black Sonic comes to play. I feel like it's a good card as a one-of. I think any more would be a potential dead draw and just a instance dead weight on the field. But at 1, I feel it's good enough to warrant playing it. But without the OC support, I would still kind of step away from the Black Sonic. But with the new support, Black Sonic is more a viable card because it's just mass removal of what you really want, especially against decks like Clifford's, which you just want to get rid of the Pendulum monsters as fast as you can, and it's great against Shadow Dolls as well. So for the next deck, we have 1 BLZ, because BLZ is God tier. Scrap Dragon, you know, I might end up taking this out for starters, I don't really know. We have an Armor Master, it's kind of stable. We have the Blackwing Teamer Hawk Joe, the Jet Black. I know I said it in the video of the news video about these guys that I felt Jet Black had really no place in a regular Blackwing deck. I was so wrong. I was so freaking wrong. Of course, those were my first impressions without even really fiddling with the cards, without testing the cards. Those are literally just my first impressions of the cards, just reading the stuff and not really, testing things out. But after filling with Joe in the deck and just like having, like, in essence, 4 level 3 tuners, Joe is good. He really is good in the deck. Like in the replays I had, hopefully, like that I can't show you guys because of freaking errors. I wish I could. Joe put in a lot of work. Like, I was able to summon Joe plus Armor Master, and that opened up plays that I could do in the future, which was really nice. The fact that having Joe and Armor Master on the field equals a pretty nice lockdown. The fact that Joe can't be destroyed battle now because you can instantly just go straight to Armor Master and have to change stack to Armor Master. It's just a really nice kind of bounce back effect. And it's just a really good card. It really is. And I wouldn't recommend playing anything more than one, but it's a really good card. It really is. Then, of course, that Black Rush Jacket to kind of nuke the board because you still want that free nukage. Go to the Garden. I still think it's a really good card. It's nice stealing some cards. Then, of course, we have Blackwing, Nothing, the Starlight. God! This card is so good. It really is. Like, one of the replays I want to show you guys, I ended the field. I would tell you right now what my field was. What I ended with. I ended with Blackwing, Nothing, the Starlight, Joe the Jet Black, Armor Master, the Raid, this little Raid Raptor here, 4 Strix, and a Zephyros. I ended the field with that. It took a little bit of setup, but I was able to pull it all off and just pretty much crush my opponent with double Clute in hand. Like, that is just how much power Nothing the Starlight has. It's so good. And, like, it's just the ability to get that extra normal summon, which is just really something that Blackwing is really needed for that Black Whirlwind. So that way, even though it is a once per turn effect. Actually, no, it's not once per turn. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's not once per turn. I'm thinking of once per turn for some reason. I'm thinking of Wind Up, what is it? Factory. There's so many searchers by spell now, it's like you kind of get them mixed up every once in a while. But the fact that you can now get multiple searchers off of Whirlwind now is like, like you can just like normal summon like your Blizzard. You can search out Pinaka now, if you wanted to, and just go into this guy. This guy summer summons like your Sure or something like that. You get another searcher off of Whirlwind, so you can just the deck thinning is just endless with this deck right now. It's just really crazy. So I'm playing the Vulcan the Divine because it combos very well with the deck, especially now since you have Chris. You have 3 Chris, you have 3 Bora, 3 Gale, you have your Black Whirlwind, you have Phoenix Chains, you have a lot of things you can use with Vulcan the Divine to kind of, and not really plus off of, but to basically benefit off of enough to where you still warrant playing them in the deck. So it's still a really good card in my opinion for the deck. Of course, still playing the Armadas and the Catastrophes, still 2 good level 5 Synchro monsters, and so you have the Blizzard plus the Kludge. Order Sheet did make these cards more easier to get out, but again, I don't want to clog my deck full of tuners. That's not going to end well in my situation. For the Exceeds, we have a number 1-1, number 1-1, of course. We have a Castell, because Castell is good. The Evil Storm Extinction Knight. Raid Raptors 4 Strix, because it's really easy to get him out. He pretty much does a lot of the deck thinning. And then because it's super possible and not hard at all to get out, we have a Mega Phantom Beast Dragosack. This card is easy as hell to get on this deck. I know it's not like the olden days where like Dragosack was like god tier shit, but it's still a really good turn. It's still a really good card if you want to run it. It's still possible. If you don't run the Dragosack, you can just easily run the Zerafine, which I still might end up taking out for Zerafine, but I just want to have my phone with the Dragosack. That's why the fuck not, because like how often, since when have you seen Blackwings go on a Dragosack? You've never really seen that before, so I just want to do that for shits and giggles. But no, I would recommend probably taking out for the Zerafine. But for me, I just want to have some fun with Dragosack and Blackwings because I want to be that. I want to be that guy. But anyway, give me your thoughts on this deck in the comment section below. Like I said, I will have duels, some live commentary duels of Deck Pro. I will also have the TCG version of the Blackwings, as well as another version of Blackwings, which is focusing a little more on Exceeds. So that's a synchro aspect, but still more, it's focused a little more on Exceeding. So I think that's going to be really, really cool. I haven't yet tested that out yet, but that will come in the future. So anyway, Give me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully be some duels of Blackwing. So anyway, bye.